Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And as President Donald Trump said, being the President of the United States may be the most dangerous job in the entire world. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Guys, President Donald Trump, as you understand, has been the subject of a lot of attempts on his life. I mean, 2 attempts that we know of. And here's the thing. We just learned today that according to a new book that's being done on the 2024 campaign, and it's not being done pro-Trump or pro-Biden-Harris, it's just being made about the campaign. The country of Iran had kill teams in the United States to take out this president. Now, were those teams related to the 2 attempts on Trump's life? I don't know, but we better get to the bottom of this. Why does an author of a book have this information and the American people don't? Our intelligence agencies probably have this information. I would assume they do. Why haven't we been informed about this? Because frankly, if that's the case, that's an act of war. And how Trump has been restrained to not actually go to full-scale war, if that's the case, I don't know. But just last night, or no, it was a few nights ago, sorry, but we just got word about this. A woman went to Mar-a-Lago, tried to get in, told them she had a bunch of firearms in the car, and that she had to speak to President Donald Trump urgently. Now, this is the second time an incident like this happened. As you remember, about a month ago, a man scaled the wall. He said he wanted to preach the gospel to President Trump and marry his daughter, Kai, who's a teenager. It's Donald Trump Jr.'s daughter. How are people getting this close? How is this happening? I don't understand what the Secret Service is doing here. They're making the arrests. They are protecting. Is it because Mar-a-Lago is a club and people are allowed to come and go? Because that could be a security risk in and of itself. I thought about that. I mean, just having that area so accessible to people who are members, maybe they bring a guest, that's got to be difficult in and of itself to secure for the Secret Service. I think it's probably a lot more secure if he stayed at the White House, but like President Biden and Obama and Bush and Clinton and every president for all time, they do have vacations. I mean, it's a hard job. They need vacations. And they're working during their vacations too, which is even more crazy. Now, this story was talked about on the local news there. It really hasn't hit the mainstream news yet, but I think the story is bigger than it just sounds on paper, because the story really is how tough is Mar-a-Lago to secure, because these incidents keep happening. Just the other day, you had the airspace in Bedminster. I mean, why are these locations so hard to secure? Secret Service needs to answer these questions. I want you guys to watch this, and let me know what you think in the comments.
New at 6, an Orlando woman was arrested at Mar-a-Lago after she tried to get to President Trump to, she said, speak with him. Arrest documents show she also claimed to have guns in her van. Secret Service says Carolyn Shaw approached the south gate of Mar-a-Lago just before 10 o'clock last night, allegedly telling agents she had an urgent message for the President of the United States. President Trump, of course, was at the White House in Washington, D.C. Palm Beach police responded and arrested Shaw for driving with a suspended license and failure to register a vehicle.
New at 6, a West